Let's pause for a bit. I need the toilet.
Okay. So where were we?
Indonesian battle spirits.
Indonesian battle spirits, indeed. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with the hottest battler in the UK and admin for Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you doing, Ayumu?
I'm starving myself because I don't want to go out to buy food.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
That's the spirit, yeah.
Yeah, you know why?
Yep.
No,
I
no.
still have food. I still have food at home, but like they're not the best tasting ones.
True. Yeah, I think like sometimes it's important to have like something emergency, something that you might not like that much, as long as it's edible and it's doesn't need any effort. Like sandwich.
Oh no, I mean that I have noodles, I have rice, I have bread, I have some veggies. I'm just lacking some meat. I don't even have I ran out of canned fish.
Meat.
I mean, technically I have bacon, but
Bacon is not
I don't.
meat.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to have Indomie with bacon.
Wow. Imagine
You
that.
know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's illegal. You can't have that in Indonesia.
Yeah. So yes, I'm being a one-day vegetarian.
Yeah.
I even ran out of eggs. God damn it.
No. I almost became a vegetarian yesterday because like I got some tempeh from my sister. And then
You got what?
Tempeh. So it's a
thing. Yeah.
So it's basically the siblings of tofu. So instead of crushing everything into like soy milk and then making them into blocks, you just put the beans with some mushroom, and they use some kind of a fermentation thing, and then it becomes a solid block that is very meaty. And yeah, it's
It feels very meaty.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah,
I mean, some of them do indeed taste good. Like my mom really likes to try all the vegan and vegetarian foods, and just to see how different they are.
Yeah. But
So I'm used to it, and like, as long as it's not like made with some weird chemical ingredients, I'm pretty chill in having them. I just usually still prefer meat because, you know, the taste and also it's actually more filling.
Yeah.
Than just veg.
Yeah, same. I think like it's a kind of a placebo because like Indian like tofu, eggs and tempeh, they're still going to fill you up. But like I don't know, like if I have some meat with them, then it's going to fill me up way faster. If I want to get full, like eating only tempeh, I will probably need to eat the whole block by myself.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
But damn, if you eat them as a snack, though, because like if so mostly in the stalls in Indonesia, they cut it really thin, they batter it, and then they fry it. Yeah, that shit slaps.
That sounds nice. I have some Doritos with me. And then like it was like a new it was like a new kind of flavor. Not really, just like really spicy chili kind of thing. And then it didn't show the price. So when I bought it, I was like, it's not gonna cost that much. And I scanned it, £2.75. Yeah, but I scan it anyway. I don't want to be that asshole just because I don't need this now, you know, kind of thing. So I was like, fine, I'll just have it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually like with the self-scanning one. I think it's a little bit harder as well. Like if you want to cancel stuff.
No, if you want to cancel stuff, you need a staff member to help you with that.
That's why.
So like I was like, I'm not gonna bother.
I know, right?
That's it. £7 gone.
Yeah.
Not £7, £2.
Yeah. Because like I think my worst experience with the self checkout is actually like because there's one particular supermarket. If you buy any beer, like I even bought like the how to say, like the baby beer, right? It's not meant for baby, but like it's the one with like basically no alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that is like 80% fruit juice. And then yeah, but of course like it's alcohol still, but so you have to have some age verification. But like with Aldi, what they do is they have like some kind of camera, and then I think if they so basically someone is watching from the back. So I think if you want to verify stuff, then you can just show it to the camera. So that is fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, the bigger supermarket, I think they just don't care. Especially if you are buying only one can, then maybe they will check if you buy like one crate.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, with just one can, probably suppose they don't really mind.
Yeah, but like there's one supermarket. They ask for verification, and the verification needs to be done by a staff. But like there's nobody inside. That's a problem. They barely have any staff to man the cashier. So like so now they made this self checkout cashier, and then they need someone to do the manual verification for stuff. So it's like, oh.
Yeah, that's what happens in everywhere in the UK. But like for us, we usually have a staff member stationed at the self check-in.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know how yours work, but like the ones that we have are kind of shit. And like you can double scan something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It always happens. And then like and then also some people would just be like scan something and then they decided they don't want it, they don't want to buy anything, and then they just leave.
Yeah.
They just leave with like with like the, what do you call it, screen still up. So like the next customer, they can't do anything with it.
Oh.
Like we always have a staff member standing there.
Yeah.
Just to collect your basket, just to like help you reset the machine kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think with this bigger supermarket, that kind of also made sense because like with Rewo and Aldi, they have like at least like 3 self-checkout counter. It's like if someone is manning there, it kind of made sense. But like with this supermarket, they basically just converted one of their cashier into a self-checkout. So it's basically from the outside, it looks like a normal cashier, but you operate everything by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. And then one day, I think like I not accidentally, so I locked the cashier. Cause like I was curious, like usually when when you return the deposit for bottles, the staff will scan it and then they will rip the brochure apart. The what was it again? Yeah, that paper apart, and then like so that day, because I was like returning them and then I'm using the self checkout, so I scanned the thing once and then like, there was no one, basically no, I mean like there's no other customer that would wait because like all the other customers, they got intimidated by the self checkout and then they just flocked into the normal cashier, so nobody else is using the self checkout. So my curiosity got the better of me and I tried to rescan it. and then I mean like if it my expectation is that it will just reject them. And not only that they reject my second scan, they also lock the machine. And then like, okay, so what do I do now? And there's only one button to call the staff, but like nobody's coming for like 10 minutes. So it's like, oh, what have I done?
You done crime.
Yeah. Why do I limit as the system? This is not the part where I needed to be my software developer self and limit test the system. Like I should have left that with my job. Imagine not clocking out, but yeah. My goodness. And then what else? But yeah, other than that, I think like self checkout has been pretty fine.
Yeah, it's like most of the time it's all right.
Yeah, I think like the only time I kind of struggled is actually I was buying banana and I didn't find the banana that I like, because there are like the supermarket usually has like 3 bananas. So the cheapest one, the one, and then the 2 branded ones. So there is one that is like bio thing, and then like the other one that is like the fair trade thing. Like the one with the expensive labels, but they all come from the same place anyway. Uh, so yeah, I bought the cheapest one, and then like, there's no other banana, and then like I accidentally chosen the middle one, and I was like, how do I do now? Do I just bite the bullet and then pay like 50% more of what I should have paid, or do I call the staff? And then like the staff was behind me, so I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I scanned the wrong thing. And then like, oh, okay. And then like she saw the label on the banana, and then like she chose the most expensive banana, and then I was like, oh no, not that one. I am not that rich. I am asking you to revoke this because I can't pay for that amount of money just for banana. Please give me like the cheapest stuff. Yeah. And then like I did that, and then like she revoked it, and then she inputted the cheapest banana, so everything is fine. And then I finished paying, and then I brought them outside, and then I flipped the banana over, and then I saw a barcode. So I could have solved this. I could have solved that problem just by scanning the barcode from the first place. Idiot. I know, right? I mean, like, lesson learned, but like, my God, it's like, oh.
Yeah, usually for me, when I scan the wrong thing, unless like it's actually like, I don't know, like £5 more or something like that, I just take it. Yeah. I was like, because I don't want to look like those stingy people that's like, you can't even pay £2 more. Ooh. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong to that, but like, I just feel really awkward.
Yeah.
Like, especially when I'm also not a native. So I don't know. Some people might be more judgmental on that.
I see.
It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I can afford that. So.
Yeah. I think like it's also because like the German people are probably way more stingy than me. So that's the aspect that I came to Germany, and then like I met the people. Oh yeah, right. So they are like just Chinese but with white skin. My God. But the point is like it's fine to be like to be a little bit pedantic in Germany apparently. So like one day because like this one supermarket as well, the one with the retrofitted cashier into the self checkout one. Like if you go there like at 8 p.m. like they will discount all their bread by 50%. But of course the staff will need to input something, right?
Yeah.
But of course they don't have that in the self checkout. So before I pay, like the staff happens to be around, so I was like asking him like, so the bread is not on discount, can you discount them? And then like and also there's the alcohol thing. So I think I bought like 1 bottle of beer, and then like it locked me out of doing anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only shitty part. And then like because like if you already scanned the beer once, you cannot cancel it. So I think like there's 2 more people behind me, so I kind of wanted to I should just cancel the beer so that I can just proceed, and then like these people can do their shopping.
Yeah.
But like you cannot even cancel the purchase for the beer, the verification process. So yeah, you still need to look for the stuff to kind of rectify the whole thing.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, like this is like daily occurrence. So like everyone just like if they're gonna be mad, they're gonna be mad at the staff members, not like the customers. So
yeah.
So like we just like, oh well. You know.
Yeah. I think it's one of the thing that kind of I needed to kind of like adjust when I got here. It's like that in Asia, I think like we kind of place like customer above the stuff. And then like Germany, I don't know about the UK, but like in Germany, we kind of have the dynamic where, yeah, the staff are on the same level as the customer. So it's like, yep, if it's not like the staff cannot be at fault, but like, yep, if the customer is at fault, then they would argue. But since you are on the same level, if the staff actually like make a mistake, then you kind of have to argue as well. Because because they have no obligation to rectify themselves. You are not above them. So like, as someone who is on their equal terms, like if they make a mistake, then you also have the responsibility to help themselves to fix the problem.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a good attitude.
Mm-mm.
You understand when you're a waiter.
Exactly. Yeah, I think like and then like if they like end their shift like at certain time and then they want to leave, then you just have to take it that they are going to leave.
Yeah, I mean that one makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that one. Yeah, in terms of like by the law, they doing nothing wrong, but like most of the time, it's just people being stingy. It's like, oh, you just have to stay here for like 2 more minutes. You know.
Yeah, say that while 10 other people are putting their groceries behind you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Exactly. Yeah. I still remember vividly like the day like my nephew like bought this Pokemon starter deck. And then it's one of the League Battle decks, so it's kind of expensive, right? So like around 30.
The League Battle decks.
Yeah,
the ones that are actually meta competitive.
Yeah. So we found like we were kind of late to the party because like it was just out of a whim. Like he had some arguments with his friends, with his friend, and then like and then my sister just asked me like, can you go with him tomorrow and like find him something that can help him win. And then so I guess like this League Battle deck has been working for me. Like why not? Let's get him one. But that was pretty late, so like almost no store have them. And then there's this one GameStop that still has exactly one of the Reshiram and Charizard one. And then
which one is that?
The Reshiram and Charizard GX. The tag team.
Oh wow! That was a while ago then.
Yeah. And then when the staff like took the thing out of the display, like my in-law noticed that the box was a little bit damaged. And then like he asked like, "Oh, the box is damaged. Can you like reduce it a little bit?" And then staff was like, "Okay." And then like he discounted by like €3 or something. So it's like, oh. I just knew you can do that. Oh my god.
I think it depends, like especially when you're in car shop, like usually they're like, they're the manager as well, so they can like not manager owner, so like they can just reduce however they want. I mean, it happens a lot. I mean, it's the same with me with buying Pokemon. Like I visited a shop for the first time because I got recommended them since I want to start playing Pokemon. And then I went to their shop and I spent like 30-40 pounds on them to build a deck. And then like at the end I was like, oh, actually I think I need damage counters and everything like that as well. And then like he hacks like a whole box of damage counters and coins and everything like that. Pokemon often release all those stuff. It's like cores. It's like you basically you can imagine like a whole box of like those little core packets.
Yeah.
And then just like choose any of them and then like I'll tell you the price after that. And then I didn't choose quite a lot. So it's like 2 packs plus like 2 coins. And then he's just like, oh yeah, you can just have them then.
Nice. Oh yeah, this one is a GameStop, by the way. That's why I was kind of impressed.
Oh, GameStop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like I think like I agree with you. Like if it's an independent car shop, then like the owner can be like really flexible with their wares. But like in retail, it's like you can do that in like a chain retail. It's like, oh,
then I don't know.
Yeah, that one is like, oh, I was impressed.
If he's the manager, then maybe he can still do that.
Yeah, probably. But like, imagine doing that in Asia though. They will call the mob to kick you off if it can save them like 10 cents. My God. Imagine calling the mob just to save 10 cents.
That'll be pretty dumb.
Exactly right. My goodness.
Cause I suppose like at the end probably like the bigger company wouldn't really care how much you're actually earning from the products, as long as it's not like by a large amount of them. So I suppose as a manager, you can also just like tune the price a little bit, to get the item sold. Yeah. But obviously they can't do it more. They can't just do it all the time because like when people know that they'll just come over and just like always trying to reduce the price and anything like that.
Exactly. I mean, like this one to be fair was like the damage was really obvious, so it's basically the box was kind of like ripped apart. So it's like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of checks out. I mean, like, but like if they have like one small tear,
especially in that case, they probably wouldn't be able to sell it as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah.
That's like, I guess that's kind of fair. Like, because who knows? Like, it might be some small things that comes out, and some people like kind of wanted to keep the box as well.
Especially with Pokemon. Yeah. So like he actually made the right choice, especially since they're already trying to buy. And might as well, because after they miss you, they probably wouldn't even be able to sell it as well.
True. Yeah. But my God, that one, I got some miles from the Reshiram and Zekrom League Battle decks.
You got some what?
I got some miles bullying my nephew with the Reshiram and then the Zekrom and Pikachu.
Right.
Yeah. The good old days.
That one was pretty broken during that time. I didn't play that much during that time though, so I'm not too sure. I remember the deck, but like didn't really experience it that much.
Same. I mean like after I did that, and then like so there is this one time actually, so I kind of have to make a confession. I mean, like my nephew already knows, so it's not like it's a secret to the actual victim. But like my nephew really wanted to appear in the time gaming, so I just recorded a video with him. But of course, he is like really young, right? Like at that time, so it's like, I think like as a sensible uncle, I shouldn't be like uploading something about him like online. It's not the time yet. So like then I have another channel that also has the time gaming its name, and then I just upload it as a private, and then I send the link to him. So it's like and then he was like, I guess he was happy at that time, and then like he found out that when he opened the time gaming, like, where's my video? And then so he already found it. Then and like we have like Nicholas, right? Like our friend who plays Pokemon, like who actively plays Pokemon in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He used to be a champion actually. Yeah. Once. Although he kind of like attributed that to the fact that that particular tournament was during COVID, so like some of the top players cannot join.
I see.
Yeah. But he won. That's what's important. But anyway, I showed the video to Nicholas just for fun, and then like he noticed something, and like, why are you using trainers on turn 1? Oh right, you can't do that now. I forgot about
it. That one they changed quite a while ago actually. Yeah.
Then I took that video after the rule change, so I was like, oh right. I think I know of the rule, but I was like, I can't be bothered to explain that to my nephew, so I just I'll just follow the old rules because that's what he's familiar with. Yeah. And as such, my career with Pokemon ended. Well, I mean, like in the
penalty.
Yeah, I think like in the Indonesian version, I never really competed because like there's this card called Tapu Lele GX, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you know, there's this funny story. So basically, with Pokemon, since the Indonesian version kind of like follows the Japanese version, I mean, like it was distributed by the Japanese company, so they have some parallels. Like basically, if you want like the meta cards, like if you get like the lowest rarity, then it's still pretty much reasonable. But it's just people there's demand for like the rarer version, so like the rarer versions can sell well still. Yeah. So what happened is someone so basically how the starter deck works in like Indonesian version is basically they just release a set of like 7 different starter decks, and you get one at random.
Huh?
Yeah. So basically you bought a blind pack, and then like you get one at random out of this like 7 or 8 variation.
So weird.
Yeah, and then one of them is Tapu Lele. So one of them have the Tapu Lele GX inside, but that one is paper, so it's like I think like it's about $3 or $4, which is kind of reasonable. You need 4, right? And I mean like
Tapu Lele. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much
I can't remember the facts. Let me see.
I think it's when come in play, you basically search for one trainer or something.
Or supporter card. It's usually like that meta might be different, but like it's usually you usually only need max 2 copies in one deck.
Yeah. So I don't really remember the detail, but yeah, basically anyway that was the hottest card in that first set.
Yeah, that was the hottest card anywhere.
Yeah. And then like so basically like the SR version, so the foiled version, it goes for like €15, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, around €15. And then compared to like the €3 to €4 for the normal version, right? And then the funny thing is, like during the first times, because like the Indonesian, like the English Pokemon community, they got used to the notion of like auctioning stuff. It's like the Indonesian when the Indonesian community was formed, they kind of like followed suit, so they basically trade using auctions.
Yeah.
And then like someone tried to auction the normal version, and then with auction they have this thing called the buyout price, right?
Yes.
So basically, if you pay the buyout price, then you don't need to compete. You just buy the stuff directly from the seller. Yeah. And then the buyout price was basically like the lower end for the SR version. So like exactly $15. So like the SR version goes from $15 onwards, and this is like exactly $15 for the buyout.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I mean like he just puts that. I mean like it's fair, right? I mean like he started from 0, so like it will probably go to like $3 or $4. I think that's what they expected anyway.
Yeah, but like if it was originally only $3, going for buyout price of 15 is.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Like if you go for like maybe like 8, still makes sense.
Yeah.
Even 10 is a bit over.
Yeah, it's already over. But yeah, the problem was someone bought it out.
Bruh.
I think they thought that it was the SR version, and then they just didn't pay attention to the listing, and then they just bought them out, and then like, oh, now you already declared that you're buying that out. Like it's with the Facebook auctions, you basically just commented with your bid, right? So basically you already have the buyout comment, so you can't escape. Someone is going to have a public in public record of that. So like, oh, you can't back out now. So he paid, and then like from there, for some reason, the market price for the normal Tapulele GX becomes $15.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the horror of the Indonesian Pokemon. God damn. Yeah, that was a very interesting time, indeed.
Actually, to be fair, I don't think that might be the case. It actually might be that Glass of God has ended. Sorry, just like someone just like messaged me, just like Glass of God has ended. Like, what is a glass? Oh, the bartender.
The bartender one. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like the ending is kind. Okay, so let's not get into there. But yeah, anyway.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Like, it's just him trying to tell me to watch it, and I'm not interested, man.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm currently catching up all the Band Dream anime, so.
Yeah, I mean, like the drama is definitely not as. I
don't think it's even supposed to be drama. I don't think so. It's just like.
Yeah. It's an office drama. It's an office drama. That's why I like. Like if it's drama about people working, then yeah, I will just bite.
Yeah, but like, I was going to say it actually might be because they discovered that because like actually like the Indonesian price might still be cheaper than the Western price.
Oh, definitely.
So I think. Yeah. So I think what happened might actually be that like the Westerners discovered the Indonesian market, and then they buy them out.
Probably.
Yeah, and then so you know, like all the sellers are like, oh my god! So if I can sell to, if I can, oh my god, why do people start messaging me now?
Ayumu so popular.
So I think the Indonesian sellers are like, if I can sell them to like the Americans, then why am I still selling it at a lower price?
True.
That's actually what happened to Transcend Riser Metal Spirits.
Ah.
Or at least that's what I heard. Like, because obviously it's Gundam. People like collecting Gundam, no matter if it's models or cards. And then like apparently like there were overseas people who were trying to buy like the Transcend Risers, and so like the prices raised really high.
Oh.
Like literally one copy is enough to build one deck.
I know, right?
And then I bought it with that price during that time. I mean, my granted, I think I mentioned this before. Granted, I was using government money.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just after COVID, and then like the government was like, "You guys should come out to shop." And then like, okay, everyone is gonna have like I can't remember the exact amount, but it's like $2,000. Well, Hong Kong dollars, obviously. Like, everyone will have $2,000 to spend, and then it will expire at this date. And obviously because I'll be going back to the UK before then, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna spend all the money here then.
Yeah. And then granted also you kind of have you kind of get the miles out of those Transam Riser as well. It's like I think the worst part about buying expensive cards is if you buy the expensive card and then you don't use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like it's not that buying always buying expensive card willy-nilly is alright, but like if you buy an expensive card you don't need to feel guilty as long as you play them. Because like if you don't, unless you really wanted them for collection, then that's another story. But like if you buy them to play and you don't play with them, then yeah, that's a waste of money.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I can't imagine why we spend $500 to buy it and just not play it.
Yeah.
I think logically, yes. I think logically, with such an expensive card, you would try to resell it anyway. So I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem. Because like if you're not gonna do that, then you're actually really fucking dumb.
But yeah. Sometimes your desire just get the better of you. and then you suddenly went home with it. Like sudden, like I don't know how this happened, but like in my table suddenly there's the winner, Cloudy Blow. Yeah, where's
I think those are different though, because like you earned that one. You kind of earned that one, you know.
Why? I bought this from a friend who won the Battles Cup.
Never mind then. You're a fucking jerk.
Yeah, but it's shiny and it has spinel in it. Yeah, I mean like we can't join the Battlers Cup, so.
Bro, I really want the sweetheart now.
I know, right? Sweetheart is from the online thing. So I guess if we can use VPN and then like have someone in Japan to receive it from us, I think that's going to be possible. But the one, yeah.
I might as well skip a meal and just buy it, you know. It's just way too much effort. That's way too much effort. Man.
True. And then that's a normal PR anyway, so it's like it's not going to be that much, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm fine eating white bread for one day.
True. Now that you
gonna try to bother. VPN and anything like that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I kind of have to eat my white bread because like I bought like the fresh white bread, so it's going to go out really soon. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just buy like the industrialized toast that has like 10,000 different preservatives inside?
Bruh.
But they do.
Yeah, my parents told me not to get those, but I was like, but I want my cardboard.
True. And then like I tasted like the fresh white bread once, and then like, god damn, this is basically the same with those packaged ones, but why is this much better? I know, right? But yeah, speaking of white and speaking of the winner VR, like this is the one that I kind of like, yeah, I kind of feel sad of not being able to get because if you like Battle Spirit, do you like Battle Spirit Connected Battlers? Well, Ayumu didn't, but because like Battle Spirits Connected Battlers will basically get a second installment in Battle Spirits Crossover. So yeah, basically if you can read Japanese to some extent, you have a Nintendo Switch or you have a PS5 or you have Steam, then you can get the Battle Spirits Crossover. Yeah, which will feature all characters from the Battle Spirit Connected Battlers plus a lot of more. And then there are supposed to be like 6 more characters or something.
I don't know. I didn't really take notice.
Yeah, but then all the characters are dripped out now. Like you see,
what?
They are all dripped out.
Oh, dripped out.
Yeah, the new U is just so gorgeous. Yeah, that's why I kind of want this. But like I know that the original card is already a winner promo, so it's kind of fair that the quote unquote like the secret version is also a winner promo. Yeah, I probably need to eat white bread for the whole week to save up for this. Why do they have to come with this serial number bullshit? This is just something to inflate the price, isn't it? And does it even have meaning that if the number goes to 4, they just like does it have any meaning? Well, except if we can get like 0069, 0690, 6900, 4200, or 0420 because we are little childrens. But yeah.
The thing is, have they even released other serial numbers? I actually never knew.
Yeah, I think the Larvanet one is going to be the first, and it's basically going to be like the Indonesian one is tomorrow. So we will probably see after that. I mean, like I don't know if they will even have them in time. So yeah, we will see. Yeah, but I'm really excited for the new game. All the new like the characters are all like the redesign is really beautiful, and the new characters are also really nice looking. And
that
then
is true,
yeah, and then you know this guy with the black hair, like he was the final boss of the previous game, right? And then I tried to look at this deck because I am currently doing the character deck run for Connected Battlers, so the first game. So where I use the CPU stack. And I tried out this deck and I'm like, there's something that feels fundamentally wrong here. So I'm playing a white-purple chariot deck. So it's a combo deck. So if you don't have all the combo parts, you kind of need the defense card to buy you some time until you can get the combo parts ready on your field.
Yeah.
And then I kept on digging because it's a purple deck. Half of it is purple deck. So yeah, I just kept on drawing. I kept on drawing and drawing. And then I was like, where are the over chariots? Where are the burst wall? Where are the diamond walls?
It's not in there.
There's nothing. There's nothing inside. There's like 2 of that mirage magic that destroys 1 opposing spirit that is exhausted. And like, how is the Iza guy the underling of this guy? Iza will attack you with like 25 spirits, and then like, how are you going to defend yourself against that with the magic that destroys 1 exhausted spirit? How? My god.
Game logic at its finest.
Yeah. And here's the final boss, by the way.
Oh my god.
It's like, actually, if you play the game, I think like the hardest part will be to pass the Iza guy on the middle of the game. And after that, it's basically you can just snowball everything. Well, I guess you can argue that Yu is going to be the final opponent, and she uses Ice Princess, and her deck is much more proper. So I think she is the actual final boss. But yeah, here's the main antagonist. So that's probably the more accurate term for that. Because like I think like it's kind of like Pokemon, right? Like after you beat the Elite Four, then you beat your rival, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's kind of, I think they kind of want to emulate that. So you fight all the way until you get to the previous. So because like that guy, this black hair guy, he was like the defending champion. The defending champion has 2 cards that defends against 1 single attack. In a meta where you can easily multi-attack lots of times. How is he the defending champion? One of the NPC uses WBS. He's going to cream this guy real hard, Mike. Man. Yeah. My goodness. One of the like even the diva character she uses skull pens. So it's like, how? How do you defeat skull pens with this deck? My god.
Logic.
Exactly. And by the way, the main character canonically he uses Supreme Hero. So yeah. And then you are supposed to lose once. They didn't even bother to, like with all other games, usually you kind of like forced to go into a battle where you are confirmed to lose, right?
Yeah.
So in this game, they just didn't bother. I think they cannot figure out how you can force him to win with that deck. Oh my god. Like I think even if you like pre-program everything and like give him like the god hand, I don't think you can get. I mean, like it's not like you can't win, but like you can't guarantee the CPU winning with that deck.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like what like he don't have any cheats, and then like the best part, like all the character has like their ace card, which kind of like works as the prototype for contract, if you will. So like if you play in the story, if you have like their favorite card inside the deck, like either one of the 3, they will come into your hand and then you draw 4. So like the white one becomes really broken because you basically have like a 1 free burst wall in your hand at all times. But yeah, the red one arguably not as good, but it's a free double draw, and when you summon it at 2 cost no reduction, it can change its symbol to any color. So I guess it's still kind of fine. And then there's the purple one. Yeah, I tried to rack my brain and try to defend the purple one. I can't. Because like it's an 8 cost. I think it's one symbol even. I think like if it attacks, you can like stand 2 course, and then like if it depletes, then you shoot 1 life or something. But it's like, you know what the final boss actually used them for in his deck?
What? Well, what does he use?
I forgot which card he discards at what. But basically, whenever so basically he has 1 single copy of Valduram in his deck. He activated Valduram and then he drew 3, discarded the cost 8. He discarded his favorite card to the trash. That's the main purpose of using that card. My god. I can't, man. And then like the best part is if you play the story. He not only basically, he almost literally tried to beat up another children. Like he was in a grade school when he got that card, and he almost beat up other grade schoolers to get that card. So it's like, oh, so this is the card that you pin your whole hopes of winning battle spirits with, that you are willing to possibly get into like the juvenile detention center. And then the way you use it is you draw 3, and then you need to discard 1, and then you discard that card. Defending champion, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
Yeah, that's why I don't even want to bother with even the story. It's like,
no.
I just don't.
The story is beautiful. those kind of like small details, the one that make the story beautiful. Like if you don't have like stupid stuff like that, the story will be just, yep, there's this guy who wants to return to battle spirits, and then he joins a lot of tournaments and he wins.
Yeah, which is what I'm not interested in.
Yeah, that's why like that. Yeah, which is why like all those like the spices is actually the one that kind of salvages the whole story. And also why I feel like the part where you play as you is probably the best part of the game.
Bruh.
Because like because like the game basically starts with you like trying to get into like the qualifier for the nationals, and then you beat you in the finals, so the top 3 will go to the nationals. So you will also go, but like she lost against Toya, which previously like just like 1 month ago he already forgot how to play battle spirits. So she was like, oh my god, I'm questioning my whole life choices now. So she just went all over the country. Like she asked her rivals to basically spar with her, and like yeah. So that's actually like the nice part, like the one where she kind of like grew, as you kind of see like where she grew as a person.
Okay.
And then like in the end, like the closing to that is like she went back to her city, and then she challenged Toya in a casual match, and she won. And then they promised that they will meet again in the final, which they did. So yeah, that's why you is like, if you compare like the 2 main characters between you and Toya, it's like you is only there for like 20% of the game, but like her whole story like defeats all the other 80% that Toya is doing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Bandai is never the worst in making stories.
True. And then
they execute is another thing.
Yeah. And then the pink guy is going to be like, now that Toya actually can play battle spirits, they introduce another noob. they need someone to track him to the bottom again.
Oh my god.
I know, right? But speaking of the bottom, actually, I can't segue into the bottom. Like, how do we even segue from being in the bottom?
Well, which diva do you think is gonna be at the bottom on the bed?
My God.
Don't answer that, please.
If it's where you are the ones going to on the bottom,
answer it.
then you have the
don't you fucking answer it. Just stop.
Get some help.
Get some help, bruh.
But I mean, like, three of surprises then. I guess we suddenly have like, yeah, I even forgot that we are going to have like 2 double extras in this set, and then like, oh, kind of have someone from Shadowverse like throwing this thing that could easily.
Oh, yeah. This goes really hard.
I know, right?
How do you even manage to have like a Shadowverse artist to draw for you? Jeez.
I know, right? And she is just like, she's supposed to be a diva, but like, I think like she could really pass as like just a normal card. I mean, like in normal boosters. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean like, and I mean like, even in like yellow control, you can still bring like everyone kneel down. Well, like, yeah, I guess like you can pick those up as well.
I'm already thinking about like a stall deck in Diva.
Yeah.
Because you can loop that with Sengoku first.
Exactly.
And then you use what was it? 10 Diva, Cassie Lane. So like on attack, discard the top card. It was not a spirit card, refresher.
Oh.
And then you loop that one as well. So like either you finish them in one turn or you just slowly move them to death.
My God, that's scary.
Yeah, you can do that, and I don't think Bandai realized that.
Yeah, but I think like, yeah, they are kind of okay with like the long loops, but like if the loop like can start like really early, like that's also why they kind of like do the pair pen for like the COC 12 cards.
Yeah.
No,
but like, I mean, I suppose they just thought it's borderline okay, but I think the main reason was just because they haven't refilled the card yet.
Yeah.
But like they had to show the rules first, so it's like, so they were like, shit, we cannot limit this card before she released.
Yeah. Especially since she's a double X rare.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to take some time.
I think they just let that went by.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, turns out she is not alone as the double X rare. Where's the there's the other double X rare. Yeah, I mean like
Reowa.
Can
we talk about let's keep to the angel first.
Okay.
Because like we always have a very interesting question. Who do you think she is?
Oh right. Yeah, I think like you speculated that. Yeah, I think you speculated that that's a Faliero, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so like we were thinking about Faliero. Because like if she's in all the teams, then that means she was already in the main set. So it has to be one of the existing girls. And then she calls herself the Archangelia. And so, but obviously we don't have any recognizable angels from that archetype. So that means that it's most likely Faliero who's the only one who has a helmet on. And then like the other thing is also because she's also the only one to be using the word divine punishment, and it's the same, and like that word is only mentioned once on Faliero flavor text.
Damn.
So yeah, so like people are speculating that this is actually Faliero. Who's angry because she doesn't get to sing.
Yeah. Yeah, what is the Oh yeah, I will read them later. Oh my God, I can't read Japanese like quickly, so yeah, I'll let sometime. I should have read them while you are explaining stuff, but like I can't focus on the letters. She's just She just hits too hard, man. And then like, of course,
like
yeah.
the art is beautiful. And then like we were just thinking, oh, does Diva finally have some more lore now? Because like it's very random to have her out without any reason.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you could have just said, oh, now Faliello joins the gang, but no, apparently she tried to destroy everything.
I know, right? Like especially since
what's the spice band? You gotta tell us.
Especially since Diva started out kind of like as a weapon, so it's like, oh, are you guys going to return them to weapons?
Return them to weapons.
Yeah, we are going to have the Diva after party afterwards. Like, what is happening in the after party? We are going to war.
Oh my god. That'd be so funny.
Yeah. And then we will have like 6 contract cards inside.
Oh god, yeah. Like what? Yeah. I was like, yeah, I know. I mean, I've seen the news already, but I was like, what?
Yeah. 6. So you went from 2 to 3 to 6.
Yeah, how big of a set is it going to be?
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Exactly.
Like, I think they might. I actually don't know. I was like, because like the only time when we had the same pattern was actually no, not even. Yeah, not even that, because like BS60 was still 3 colors first. So yeah, so we never had this before.
I don't know, BS60, you mean the first contract set,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, the first contract set. They didn't release all 6 of them.
I know, they released all 6 of them.
They did?
Yeah,
okay.
They did it. Because that was meant to be some kind of like, I think the Nashimoto said that we kind of want to make this kind of like a
balance kind of.
Nah, not really a balance, but like, yeah. So basically, not rebooting the game, but like rebooting the introduction to the game. Like, now we want this to be like an entry point for everyone who wants to start PS, so we are going to basically insert the starter decks into the set. 6 starter decks into the set. So now if you want to play PS, you have 6 decks that you can choose from, and then they will all be playable with only cards from this set, basically. I think that was the intention of releasing all 6 at once, and then after that,
So I think that actually might be related to Dan's first 6 partner.
Oh, yeah, that's a high possibility. So like a final, Diva final that actually final.
Yeah, so like probably one of the decks will be Legendo, and then like the rest, I don't know. They might follow the pattern for the wellnesses, you know.
Yeah, that's also possible.
Yeah, so it's like just 6 new decks.
But does that mean?
Divas.
But does that mean no contract Rabi Darling?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, let's be honest. If they're gonna use any existing divas, the first one's gonna be Noah, not even Rabbi, man.
No, I don't want to live in a world where I can't have like the contract Rabi Darling. I will destroy this world, burn the ORG office. Not even Bandai. I will go to the developer of Elspeth and burn their office. But that's now that you mentioned that it can kind of be interesting, because like even with Gold Cloud, there's that one mechanic left that they kind of introduced, but they don't really develop that far, which is to check your opponent's top deck, and then like depending on whether the cost is odd or even, they have like an additional effect. Yeah, which they kind of introduced, but it's basically just to give a break on like the original vinyl. So it's like yeah, can you please not?
Yes, yeah, it would be interesting if they actually make it a whole deck.
Which is probably going to be a little bit hard unless they actually did that thing where so this thing has Diva, Stage Style, and Gold Cloud. Perfect.
That would be so broken, bro.
I know, right? Imagine just using that in normal battle spirits. Haha. So yeah, so basically you have no defense left, right? Yep. So I attack. Yep. Yeah, I so now that all my spirits are gold cloth, I can use this. Oh, okay. You don't have defense like that, but yeah. But what about Verma though? Yeah, imagine if it's like basically one for Verma, one for Final, and then like 4 is like from the existing divas.
That can be interesting. Or it just turn all the female contra into divas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we have Frau.
How many females do we have? So we have Feniel,
Verma, Frau, Camille. Yeah, I think like the spirits. Yeah, that's it for the spirits. Yeah, because like okay, so let's review. So from Dan's team, it's only Feniel. Kai's team is only Verma, and then like let's see Toa's team. So like Wiz is a guy, Reva is a guy, Palm is a guy, Kat is a guy, and then you have Frau and Camille. So yeah, those 4. Well, I guess if you count Chocotra, but there's
I don't think so.
Yeah, and we already have Shoko.
Yeah, we already have Shoko. So,
but maybe.
Yeah,
so
but I think the highest chance is still that they're gonna convert the first 6 partners into divas, just so they could have a chance to also introduce new decks. Because like obviously with divas we already have, you know, because like what was it? Because like what was I going to say? Freaking hell! Like was like so far it's always about building upon the old divas. Like the new cast always about building upon the old divas, and when they try to make a new one, it's just a very lackluster deck. Just like they had to limit themselves to one set. So like so literally the best way is just to introduce more divas and make them into new sets.
True.
Yeah.
Well, whoever they are, the point is whether we'll have Robbie Darling in the set or not. But
probably will. I don't think they're gonna break that chain.
Yeah. If they did break their chain, I would sleep in sweats, hoping that tomorrow I wouldn't have to read a tweet where they say it. Yeah. So to all dear all battlers, thank you for playing Battle Spirits.
Freaking hell, man.
Yeah, like I played Vanguard, so I've experienced that twice. Thank you for your patronage for playing card with Vanguard. So that
what
game.
What they say is like is that when they say they're trying to reboot or whatever?
No. They didn't say that. I think like they say that. Oh yeah, when did that start becoming like the trigger sentence? I think like it's from the
Hololive. No, not Hololive. I mean VTubers in general.
No, I think it's from yeah. For me, I think it's from Gacha games. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, when they
for me, it's from the VTubers. Like there's too many people graduating recently.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I think it's from like the Gacha games or probably Body Fight.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for those people who don't understand, basically we're talking about how, like, companies will often, like, if they have like a serious announcement, like usually, for example, when they're trying to end something, they would especially with Japanese companies, they love to use Twitter.
Yeah.
And if they make a serious announcement, obviously one tweet isn't enough. So they make a whole document, screenshot it, and then share it on Twitter as like a message. So they always start with thank you for supporting whatever, and then like and then people literally get and it just happens too often recently with VTubers because like a lot of the people just try being VTubers and then they just either they've done enough and they decide to move on, or They just really shit at it, so they're forced to graduate. And then so like it became PTSD for a lot of people. Not even reading a sentence, but like when you scroll through Twitter,
and then
you saw this, and you see this tweet with a screenshot of a white document.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, what's going on now?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it has still, fortunately, still hasn't happened to me yet. But I will probably cry if one day Suisei or Kali does that.
No. Yeah, I think for me it's mostly either from gacha games or I think it's Body Fight. Because like Body Fight also ended when they're still kind of popular, so it's like, oh, this feels like it's out of nowhere kind of thing. So yeah.
I mean, Bushido was very out of nowhere. Oh my god! Don't remind me of Saga again.
Yeah, which is why like it's kind of like interesting. Just like Bandai and Bushiroad, our perceptions on like how the company ran their business. Because like I think like the sentiment is mostly people before One Piece especially, like people are really wary if like Bandai is like bringing a new trading card game product, right? Yeah. But like Bushiroad has so far killed Fisher Card Body Fight, Lock and Logic, Dragonborn, VS Systems, twice by the way, Chaos, and then Chaos.
Chaos was by them. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And considering that Bushiroad is way younger than Bandai, and so far they have killed 6 games. So yeah.
Oh yeah. If you compare that ratio, then yeah. But I think a lot of things has to be aware just because what was it?
No, I mean like I think like people will still have more confidence if like some sort of new project is brought by Bushiroad. Although I say that and like Rebirth, I don't think like people are really confident about Rebirth for you. But it's still alive until now, so yeah, I guess.
It's still alive, yeah. No, but what I'm saying is like Bandai might also be changing their policies on like how to run their games as well. Because like this is the first time that Bandai just like suddenly format out so many games. And like, you know, playing Saga is to be obvious enough that they kind of went to the style of like I think the kind of mimicking what Bushiroad did. It just release a lot of things. It's like throwing random dots on the board and just see which one hits. And the ones that don't, they just give it up, and then they just focus on the ones that do. And I think that's what they're doing now.
Yeah. But I think like the changes I can kind of see, like I mean like they don't kill the quote unquote like projects that doesn't, I mean like failed as if like I think like the problem with Bandai now, they have like One Piece to compare everything to, and like One Piece like it kind of like one of those suffering from success kind of meme, like okay, so now One Piece sells way too well. So any number of sales that you compare to One Piece is going to look like a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like now, I think if they kind of like ignore that and kind of see like, yeah, can the sales improve? Like if the sales cannot improve, then yeah, maybe you can consider it failing. But like if you change some things and then the sales improve, then I guess you should kind of like, okay, so the sales for this team improve, so let's let them be. Because like I think if they don't move to that direction, I think Saga and Union Arena wouldn't be here today.
I mean that's true, yeah. That is fair.
Yeah. That's like I think like quality aside, I mean like this sales for both games is a little bit. Yeah, I mean like again, if you compare it to One Piece, it's not going to even reach its toenails, so it's like oh. If they were like the Bandai from from the yesteryear, I think it will just suffer the same fate as Zombie World Order, or the Indonesian version of Battle Spirits for that matter.
Yeah, never even heard of that.
Yeah. The Indonesian version like had like PS01 and 2 starter decks, and that's it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, right? I don't even have like all the extras. I only have Secret. And we only have 3 so far, so like, oh, I can't even collect all 3. Should have asked that Lawson like after they are done like with the display, like, hey, can I have the display? You don't need it anymore, right? Just like randomly, like they in the Lawson they have like a display where they kind of like displayed like all the extras. And then and then I got the secret actually in the Lawson in Indonesia, like near my uni. And then I was like, yeah, I just went to the Lawson after an exam, just to blow off steam. I opened like one pack and like, oh, I got an extra. What is this Dragon Emperor Siegfried? Wow, this card is so cool.
Like it actually, if you sell it to Japan now, it might actually have some value.
The only problem is I think the foiling is a little bit shitty. So even after I even freshly out of the pack, it has lots of crashes.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it can fetch something, but not too high probably. But yeah, I mean like it's a keepsake and a proof that this thing called Indonesian Battle Spirits used to exist. Although I say that, and I have a by Python that is signed by Sakaguchi Shuhei, the previous Purple Guardian.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm the one who segued away from like the Angel of Divine Punishment. Like, you know what the thing that kind of ruins the Angel of Divine Punishment for me?
What?
Because like I showed this to my friend who also, because like with Shadowverse, they basically have characters that they that was like that also appears like in their other franchises like Grand Blue Fantasy and Rage of Bahamut and all the other stuff. So there's I showed this to my friend who plays like all those games as well, and like his reaction is like, huh, isn't that basically just a gender pen of this guy? I can't unsee it.
Not really.
Yeah, but still, no. Yeah, I mean, like I also said no, but like, oh, I mean, like I have to live with this of this possibility now, but like, oh, right. So that's the consequences of us having like an art drawn by like someone who draws for Shadowverse. My God. Yeah, that's something that I have to live with now. I have to explain to them that no, they are different. You are wrong. I am right. But yeah.
Damn.
Let's go to the other Ryoba, because like I think like the funny thing about this Ryoba is like her level 2 effect. Which basically if your opponent plays any magic or Excel, they have to pay 1 core from their life. And the fun part is this is basically the effect of the revival version of the Shining Sacred Sword, the Shining Sword, which is originally was a sort of the overshine deity Shining Dragon Overray, which, if it's not obvious enough, it's the spirit that becomes the beast for Aoba. So yeah, so it's I think like it's fun to hear that some people were saying that so she basically, because we basically have like the Shining mic as the Imagine Brave for the set.
Yeah, she took it back from the mic.
Yeah, so she basically just swallowed the whole thing. So yeah, they like some of the guys in the servers, they said like, yeah, so she just ate the mic and took the effect for herself. My God, why didn't I think of that? My God, that is brilliant.
It reminds me of what is that snake called? The white snake.
Which white snake?
You know, oh my God, you know the one that holds the purple sword.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, Aldius Viper, yes.
Aldius Viper, yeah.
Yeah, that guy single-handedly the best part about Battle Spirit Sword Dice, and my favorite spirit is Shining Dragon Offering.
Yeah, it's like why.
Yeah, like
why do you have to swallow the sword just to have it in your hand? I've been questioning this ever since I watched it when I was like 12 years old.
It's like that one is like, why? Like, I think like if you don't know what we are talking about, just look for Shining Battle Spirit Sword Ice Altios Viper. You will find it.
I don't think you can look for that in English. But
yeah.
you know
Let's
what?
see.
Maybe after this podcast, I'll try to look for a link, and then you can attach it in the description.
Yeah, or in the comments where it's more visible. But yeah, anyway, you can just check them later.
I mean, if they're actually listening to what we're saying right now, that they know how to check the description. It's not that hard.
True. But anyway, so basically that in Battle Spirit Sword Dice, like all of them has like a sword, and then like every single spirit has their own way to summon to equip their sword. So Shining Dragon, famously, he roared at the sword until it flew to the sky, and then he grabbed the sword as it falls on again. Shining Dragon over is also kind of over the top because after he does that, he used a rocket to fly to where the sword is going to fall down and grab it. My God. And then there's this.
It's very extra. It's actually so funny.
Yeah. So and then Aldius Viper. So it's kind of like understandable, like if it's going to protrude from other part of his body, like I think with the Darkness Griffon X, Darkness Griffon.
That one is that was pretty interesting. Yeah.
Exactly, because like it also kind of like quote unquote eats the sword, but like it then appears as it swings, so it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
So and then Aldius Viper, basically when he equips the sword, he grabs the sword, eats it. It's the whole thing whole, by the way. The animation was uncut. The sword was just disappearing into his gaping mouth. And then the sword appears again in his hand, and then he was grabbing the sword that he just grabbed and then put into his mouth. Why?
Yeah, this is so funny.
I know, right? And then like all his chances, like, because it was like supposed to be like the bad boy, right? So that's why all his chances like very edgy. So it's like, oh my God! But this is badass. But like, why? Everything is
well, to be fair, I think partly was because of the reference. Because like in the actual lore, he actually ate the sword.
I see.
Yeah. Like in the card lore, he ate the sword, and like it created so much headache. Cause like, oh well, now we have to build it again. You know? so something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh my God! Not only that, he's a tank.
You fucking snake ate that sword that's supposed to support the whole world.
My God, Sword Ice is a wild show, man. You started with some kids that is obviously young, unlike Battle Spirits Brave, where they look like adults, but like turns out they're like 14, and then like you have
it's like JoJo, yeah.
Exactly, and like you have a Sword Ice where they usually they look like very young, and then like, so what's our mission? We're going to kill God. We are going to kill God. You guys should go back to school. What the fuck?
Exactly.
My God. And yeah, and then like we have like the light side and then like the dark side, right? Like pretty much like how the Saga lore goes now. So there's the Skybinder, and then like the normal the other spirits.
That's different.
Okay. But anyway,
I think the light and dark thing was only in the anime.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. I think the lore is just like 12 different countries. Yeah, and then like each of them has a sword that supposedly all of them would support.
I see.
The reverse world actually. Which is basically the ultimate world. But like somehow either people broke them or it just disappeared. So Guren had to make new swords to support the world. And that's where the planet swords came from.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And then Aldous Piper ate one of them.
Yeah. I remember this pretty clearly. Yeah, Aldous Piper just literally ate the sword for no fucking reason.
What a chat, man. It's not only the edges of the. Oh my god, that was.
I feel a bit nippy today. What should I eat? Eat the whole fucking sword.
He could have eaten like calamity boar, which is like really filling and really big. I kind of wanted to try calamity boar's meat now. I wonder how calamity boar will taste like.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay. Oh god. That was wild. But anyway, basically. And then, I mean, like in the anime itself, like they have like the light side and the dark side. And then like the dark side, most of the people are adults. And then they see these children trying to kill God. What do? Let's help them to kill God. Are you sure you guys shouldn't be the one who killed God in their stead and let them go to school or something?
I mean, remembering the law, remembering how Sword Eye was, I don't even think they had schools. Like, you remember where Tsurugi was taking lessons? It was literally in episode 1. It was literally on the thumbnail on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the yellow girl is a CEO.
Was she?
Yeah, so she owns like a company that sells sweets. So that's why she has like a network of orphans, by the way. So she just collect all these orphans and then like she make like a sweets company.
She collect all the orphans. Oh my god.
My god.
So yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Indeed. Yeah, like, and then you just straight up get the ultimate zero after that because. And then
Ultimate was supposed to be weird, so like that was fine.
Yeah.
But like Sword Lies was like they try to be serious, but like, when you look at it, it's like
nothing made sense.
Hell, man. Yeah, nothing makes sense.
Yeah, like the wild part is like you go from Bashin Topa, which is the generic card game show, and then you go to Bashin Shonen Topa and Seiki Hadan. Yeah. Which is like also generic, but this is slightly more digestible. And then like Brave, which is the edgy teenager phase.
Yeah.
And then you go to Heroes, which is like, okay, so this is the new generic anime show, which is like, this is just very fun. Anyway,
power friendship again.
Yeah, which is just power of friendship, and then like lots of quirky people kind of show. Which I really like anyway, but because like each of the episodes really contain. Yeah. And then you go to Sword Ice. My god. No, do we go from Sword Ice or do we go to Ultimate?
Yeah. Sword Ice to Ultimate.
Okay. Yeah, and so it's basically just go from so this is weird because this is a fun show, and then like you see Sword Ice, which is like, oh, this is the edgy teenager face, but like it has all the quirky qualities of Heroes for some reason. And then you end Sword Ice with Tsurugi killing God. And then the next week you just saw Rei like popping out. So it's like, oh, this feels like a fever. I mean, like if you see everything in order, it's going to feel like a fever dream going from Heroes to Sword Ice to Ultimate Zero. Like, oh, am I?
I mean, to be fair, even Burning Soul was, I don't know.
Yeah, Burning Soul is just
Burning Soul. No, Burning Soul. Like now that I'm playing Saga, I think I mentioned this before, but like, Burning Soul is basically like the exaggerated version of how like a card game community works. Literally.
Exactly. You know that guy who follows Toshie? The guy who
yeah
that is me, and you're the Toshie. That's why we lost together. Yeah, no, just kidding.
and then behind Toshie, there's still a mastermind.
Yeah.
Like when I'm playing Saga and I look at all the quote unquote teams that people make us like, wait a second, this is Burning Soul.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go to Burning Soul, which is like, oh, this is shonen anime. So finally the fever dream is over.
Yeah, and like the best part is that like they use territory. They have territories, in Burning. So like, why are you here in my stadium?
Yeah,
and it's like almost the same in real life. It's like, why are you here, America? It's like, we're gonna beat your fucking freedom shit.
Yeah. You gotta learn. Okay, let's not get into that. But yeah, and then you go to Double Drive. Let's not talk about Double Drive. Yeah, let's not talk about Double Drive. My God, let's talk about the happier stuff. Since we are talking about the anime, we are going to get another draft booster, which is hopefully going to be nice. We are fine.
What was expected, like Bandai isn't gonna stop milking that.
Yeah. At least they're stopping milking Sigma Nova for now. For now. They will definitely bring Sigma Nova out the moment they need money. For whatever that is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially when we have a new Astro Dragon deck, Apollon.
Yeah.
Like, Nova's gonna come back sooner or later.
Oh yeah, and then the noob pink guy from Crossover, is his favorite card is Sigma Nova.
Oh my God.
So yeah. Definitely going to see Sigma Nova XV anytime soon. But yeah, Byakugaro is worked to that, man. Like, now they kind of like change it up. So, well, Bells a bit is also being worked to that. Because like every time I get the new spirit, it's going to be Bells a bit. And then now at least Sophia gets to rest. Because yellow we got Iswil. And then blue, is it always Alexander? Yeah, it's always Alexander. So
yeah,
Alexander's also
Alexander, yeah.
So he's also being worked to that. And then the white one is, at least now Valhallans.
Oh yeah, Valhallans is like, oh my God, long time no see, bro.
I know, right? Like, finally Grand Warden can rest. After he's being milked to the absolute limit, now Grand Warden can rest.
I mean, let's be honest, it's gonna come back later.
Exactly.
This is the law of battle spirits.
Exactly.
Oh my God, it reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's. He will always come back.
Exactly. Well, what's to say, like, even in Saga Set 8, it's going to be a Sickworm. Sickworm is going to merge with something, and then he will have not only 6 colors, but also Astral.
Well, actually, we don't know, because like they said it's 300 years later. They say there's like the descendants of the Sage Beats, but like Nova lock himself up. So like,
so yeah, I mean, like, also he's a dragon, so his lifespan is definitely going to be longer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if Gambu can live for millennia, then I'm not surprised that Nova can as well.
Yeah.
I mean, to be wait, we were that talkie one was like literally undead.
Yeah. That is
aging, whatever you word you use. Yeah.
Yeah. And Frost Tiger is a literal machine. So like, how do the original 4 Sage Beasts can even die?
Yeah, but like, apparently there's descendants. I mean, I suppose they can just get bored of doing their job, but
yeah. I mean, like, I think it's kind of like a given that if you roll long enough, you will eventually get too fat with power. So you kind of wanted to eventually relinquish your title to someone else, but in the end, you are going to be like the shadow ruler, because like everybody still because you roll so long that people are more comfortable with you ruling them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like what's but let's see. Like yeah, now that you mention it, like none of them like sensibly, like logically speaking, even with fantasy logic, like a phoenix cannot die. A dragon will have like a long time. Turtle and dragons are basically the same thing. They are both reptiles, and if it's a fantasy logic, then they're going to live a long time as well. Because like even original turtles can live like for way too long.
Like yeah, I know. I think the longest one is like 200 years.
Yeah, I think the shortest one is like the my god, you know what was like the giant tortoise, like the one that they cannot name scientifically because like every time they wanted to bring it to the UK, the ship crew cannot restrict themselves from eating the giant tortoises.
What?
Yeah, so apparently the giant tortoises was so good that whenever they tried to bring it to the UK for classification, they always got eaten
Yeah.
by the crew. So it's like, oh, I think they eventually got it, but it's like after how many voyages just to get this turtle classified. So it's like, oh. And then there's Frost Tiger. But like if you count him as a beast, then yes, he's going to have like a much less lifespan. But like it's a machine.
Machine beast.
Yeah, that's the problem. How are they supposed to die?
Well, in war, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would make more sense.
Yeah. It's pretty weird. I mean, I still haven't read the cards from today yet. So
yeah.
Well, we're recording this on Friday when both the JP side and the Saga just dump everything on us.
Yeah, that's why if you think like we are like we can't focus on anything, it's because there was so many news that when like we are still not done processing it in our own brain. So this is basically us like basically trying to unravel like, oh, what news do we get? Like
yeah, like there's so much that I didn't even know how to react when I woke up. It's like, oh,
I know, right?
I was like, oh yeah, Diva Food said, right? Yes, that one I know. And then it's like, wait, people sharing Saga cards? It's Friday. And then
no, right? There's too much information. We want information, but not this much. Not this much at once. Like we have the Keroro and then we have the full armor Keroro dragon, which are both really good. And then right after that, we have the new online Summoner Duels promo, which all features like Phantoms and like they're all fucking cute. So it's like, I can't handle this. This is too much information. Please slow down. God damn it.
This is what happens when you play multiple card games.
I know, right? And like I had the conversation with Duel Master Judge just now, and then like he was like, I mean like as a judge I can't. He said that like as a judge I can't really imagine how would it be to play multiple card games and get them mixed up. So it's like, oh yeah, I was like,
oh yeah, I still do sometimes. Actually, no, just like 2 days ago, I was at a Pokemon Loco. There was a new player, and then like he basically only cracked open like a booster box and build stuff from it.
Yeah,
but like interestingly, it just so happened he has enough to build like a. I mean, to be fair, Pokemon you don't really have like a trash retrieval deck, but like they have something similar. Like the dark type does like similar stuff, and so like they do something with they call it the discard pile. And then every time I try to explain to this new player how his deck can work, because like I just suggested him some updates and everything like that. And I once called it. Okay, so the waiting room wait. and then like the trash. No, wait, that's Battle Spirits. and then like he said, like, well, as long as you're not mentioning it as a graveyard yet.
Thankfully, yeah. But yeah,
I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's why I was like, no, it's the discard pile. There we go. It's like,
yeah, I think I can understand that. Like if I play like with people who play Vanguard, like usually I will just I mean like if they want to call it like exhausting, they want to call it rest, yeah, fine. Like it's I know that you are already overloading your brain trying to remember the translation. So let's if you don't have space to remember all the terms, yeah, that's fine.
oh yeah, how do you call the trash in Vanguard? Is it just trash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, in Vanguard it's drop zone.
Oh yeah, drop zone. Fucking hell.
Oh my god! I thought for a second there he was like, oh yeah, it's a trash in Vanguard because it's. Okay, let's not get into that. Vanguard is the game that made me who I am today. So I am trying not to hate it too much, but yeah, the game that I know is no longer there. So yeah, that's the point. That's my point. But anyway.
Oh yeah, they call it drop zone.
Yeah, I think same with oh no, it's not in voice. It's not in voice, but I remember that there is one other game from Bushiroad. I think Body Fight, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Body Fight.
Yeah.
I only played like 3 games in Body Fight, so I can't remember that much.
Yeah.
I remember they have this thing called Soul.
Oh yeah.
What does that do?
So they're basically like advent base. It's like the pre-advance. But yeah.
Right. No, I know that was it in Vanguard. It's the same Body Fight.
No. So in Body Fight, basically, usually they are used for effects. So there's the main thing is this thing called Soul Guard. So basically, if your monster is destroyed, if it removes from the field, then you can remove one of the soul, and then it will stay.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. Because that's also the main thing that the main character uses. So it's like, yep. So he's getting beaten up 3 times. And the main character just watches. Yeah. This checks out. And this is a very, very this is a card game where you play with your buddy. I can connect with that. My goodness. Yeah. So now that we are in Saga, we are going yesterday they just announced PS05 Strangers in the Sky. A new chapter begins, the Inverted World Chronicles. I think they call it in Chronicle, like in Battle Spirits, they kind of call it, it's the chapter. So it's
like era chapter, yeah.
So yeah, first appearance of double color cards and new keyword effect Astral. Yeah, I'm still bitter that we were given for yellow a spirit as Astral that only activates during opposing turn, which is basically.
I mean, I think the other colors will probably get that as well.
Yeah. Just to block, but it's like, oh, why are you so small? Can you at least be bigger?
Yeah, this is small.
Yeah. I know, right? Like, I don't mind having a card that functions as a mid shield, but like, can you be like a proper mid shield and actually block stuff?
You're not a mid shield, you're a mid ball.
I know, right? Oh my god. But yeah, the cover card is packing meat, so yeah, I will forgive that.
Yeah.
Speaking of meat, I am a white main now.
Oh yeah, Asuma.
Yeah, Azu was packing the cake, man. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I think like we previously made a video where we kind of like how to say speculate on like the remaining tokens for the remaining 3 colors, and then they just introduced they just reminded us that there is more than the 3 colors remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a white green mecha left kindred token. There. I mean, like
it's interesting. Yeah, and it does seems to be a lot more useful with the current with the new tokens.
Yeah.
So like maybe they can actually introduce a good token deck. I don't know.
Yeah,
like, especially since like it's also like the deck is already limiting you to like something like 1 or 2 in one turn. So it's not like they're expecting you to spam the whole board. So like if you get a flush game once or twice, it's nothing.
Yeah. If anything, it kind of like invites your opponent to play the flood stream.
Yeah, that might be it as well. They're just trying to bait your opponent from doing something.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That 2 flood stream in your deck, use them now. You better use them now before my Mecha Lift Kindred token make its way into your brain.
Bruh.
But yeah. That's pretty much it. And then like there's the Wendigo, which I forgot to download, but like that guy is also pretty interesting.
Oh, that one is a beast, pun intended.
Oh yeah, it's a fabled beast, so yeah, it made sense, lot of sense.
But yeah, that one like you combo with what was it? Yeah, you combo with what was the new magic called? I can't remember.
The Whiteout?
Yeah, Whiteout. Yeah. Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah. So you bounce 2 spirits. You get to draw 2, and you can take it back.
Fuck.
So like so basically they just gave Fable Beast another engine, another draw engine.
Yeah. And it's white, so it's going to let you play Absolute Ashel for cheaper.
And that means they're not scared of Hydra. No, I'm actually thinking because like I think even with the new age coming, probably you'll still want to maybe try lay Ayalami in Fable Beast. And then but like even if not, you're probably gonna throw into the white yellow deck as well. That means her magic is actually useful now because you have both reductions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that means you're not scared of Lighthouse because like, you're using white as well, so you can now have more. You now have more defensive options. You have more draws. You can heal.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. My goodness. There's way too much information right now. And speaking of new technology, like I don't know like how good it will actually be, but like his effect is
and
quite
then
interesting.
We just suddenly swing back to the JP side. Okay, sure.
Yeah, because this is technology. So because like with the machine contract, right? Like if you don't want to attack, then you just don't summon anything, and then like, yep, I enter my attack step. No, you need to attack right now.
No, all right, yeah. Like it took it like I had to like look at it quite a few times to realize that you often start off pushing attack step.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, at first I was like also like, yeah, I mean like you can use this defensively, but why would? Oh, so that's why. So that's how you use him.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good. I got some question asked about how everything works. It's like pretty confusing. I had to read quite a bit as well.
Yeah, and I think like Zero Counter also didn't see like who summons the spirit with no cost to your opponent's side or the field, right?
It's who's activating the effect.
Okay. So basically you cannot Zero Counter this, right?
Yeah, but your opponent can.
Oh, okay. So they can Zero Counter their own spirit.
No. They can use the Zero Counter on your spirits.
Oh. My god. So basically if you want to avoid the battle, but I think like if your life is not reduced, then no. So Stark will shoot your life if he wins the battle, right?
No, if he
or is it when his life is not reduced?
It's when so Petty Stark is when the opposing attacking spirit is destroyed or depleted.
I see.
Yeah, that's why one of the costs is that. Yeah, that's why one of the costs says that you destroy the opposing spirit at the end of battle instead of just buffing the BP. Because the condition for the life burn is when the spirit gets removed, not when you win the battle.
I see.
Yeah, so like you can combo with something else that avoid it from dying. BP comparison destroy at the end of the battle. And then the big one, Extreme Stark, was I think it's just when your life is not reduced.
Mm-mm.
Send 2 lives to reserve. Yeah. It's just a very big elk.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess like I mean like if they don't have like the big start yet, then you can just basically zero counter to end your own attack step if you're not ready to attack.
Yeah, like I think the bad part is that this effect is not optional.
Right.
So like peeking at their hand
Mm-mm.
is mandatory.
Yeah.
Well, that means Mark 6.
Mm-mm.
And then also that means summoning is also mandatory.
Mm-mm.
So if they actually happen to have 0 counter in hand, you're dead.
Yeah. It's like, oh. My God. And then like, imagine if they have like, when attack destroy, shoot 2 lives. It's like, oh. So actually they can't summon that yet. But now, imagine if you like fight against Zeus.
Yeah, so it's just like a very risky move. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically you fight against Zeus and the only cost 5 or higher in their hand is like Revolt Tiger. So it's like, oh. So they can't activate when attack effect. When summon effect. Oh yeah. Yes. But they can activate their when attack effect. Also yes. So I'm going to attack, draw 2, and shoot 2 of your lives. Is that okay? Yes. So how much life do you have left? 2. Thank you very much.
Why did I do this to myself?
I know, right? I still remember, like, that guy who wants to have a contract, like, why he brings Periturn. It's because, like, now, okay, so now your own win condition is only to reach not even a 6 counter because, like, his build is more into, like, tempo. So, like, okay, so even if the Sanctified Light can only be used for 1 battle, then you can still win. But, like, imagine if you drag it on. You don't have your soul core, so you cannot descend into Princess Vanille. Mm-hmm. And okay, so now I will end my turn and give it up, and then like so you have to summon that card in your hand. Summon Princess Vanille.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Activate Sanctified Light. So what was it again? So you can okay, so your spirits can be affected by yellow effects. Yes. Okay.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's just a really gimmicky card, but like I don't think you will see any actual use.
Yeah.
It's too risky.
But it's just interesting that we finally see like a new gimmick. So it's like, oh yeah, if this is not broken, they will definitely give this to Red at some point. So it's like, oh.
Oh my God! I didn't imagine that.
Yeah, let's leave that for our future selves to deal with. Oh my goodness. And then with the super segue, you are going to have like the investigators as well.
We're gonna go back to Saga then.
Yeah. We have the researcher owl. I don't know why, like, but like owls that is also a scholar is like one of my favorite trope for a mascot.
Very alert.
Yeah. I know, right? Like Roulette. Like Roulette is the cutest shit ever. Yeah.
Oh my God! I remember Fenris again.
Oh my God! I just watched that that as well. It's like, oh. Yeah, if this podcast got like 100 likes, nah, let's make it impossible number so that we don't have to do it. This podcast has 10,000 likes. We are going to release our cover of that song.
If it gets, let's give something else a little bit more possible. If it gets 100 likes, for whatever reason, I don't know how you can get that when we only have like an average 20 views.
Yeah.
I'll make a dance video of it.
Yeah. My God.
Like the dance is actually pretty easy, so like I can actually do that. But
oh yeah, I think that that was supposed to be like, I think, don't know. I feel like now that I kind of like think like what what marketing purpose could they have concocted to make that song is so that you can easily mimic them for TikTok. Because like if you dance with the song in TikTok, then people will listen to that song, and then now they know that song existed, and they will, and then they see one trend and they will try to do the dance as well, and then now this song spreads even further. The scary world of marketing. I feel like my forehead is opening and my head is empty. My goodness, that one is that one is scary.
And a whole another can of worm.
I know, right? Let's not go there. Let's go to a happier place. Let's visit our hometowns for a
we can return next month.
Yeah.
When it actually starts airing.
No, please don't. I hope they don't. Crunchyroll doesn't get them, because I'll definitely watch that, and my brain will rot, because that's the humor that I enjoy. Apparently,
I think there's a high possibility it's gonna be on Crunchyroll, to be fair.
Fuck. But yeah, we still don't know, because like Crunchyroll, every region has different sets. I think okay. Because like Overlord is not in the German Crunchyroll. That's like other company has the license to broadcast Overlord in Germany.
The anime has too many bad Germans.
I know, right? Oh my god, that's why they censor it.
I think Eins Urgon is actually German, isn't it?
Probably.
It
don't think so.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it.
Let's see. Let's go to Google Translate. Where's Google Translate? English to German. Fuck no, it's the other way around. So German to English. Eins with A. No, it doesn't translate to anything.
AINS or whatever. Then never mind. They just made the name up.
Yeah, I think it's a more Japanese. Yeah, more into like some kind of old European language, I think. Yeah, that's usually what they do, and they want to make like edgy characters.
They always have like the weirdest reference you can find.
True. And then you have.
I'm talking about that as a Witcher.
Yeah, and then you have like buku-buku Cagama. Well, to be fair, like the Eins Urgon's character's name is Momonga, right? So it's like, yeah.
Why did he name himself Eins Urgon then?
It's his guild's name. So like all the characters, so their individual characters' name are like, well, not normal, but like it's typical of what you actually see when people name their characters in online game, like Momonga.
Chibi-sama.
Yeah.
That one's golden.
Exactly.
Chibi-sama.
My god. Yeah, Overlord is something that I don't know. I can't explain what's good about Overlord, but I can't stop watching Overlord.
Oh yeah, same. Like that's something nice about it. But I enjoy Slime more. Like I think it's because there's a lot more diversity in Slime.
Probably, yeah.
Just because of like how it's trying to explore like all the different kinds of races.
Yeah.
But like Overlord so far just like human versus undead. And the human versus human. And the human who wants to be undead.
Yeah. But yeah, have you watched the newest Slime episode? It feels like I don't know. I just feel like the change of pace is like I can't keep up. It suddenly feels like a Mr. Beast video. It went from like the endless meeting to like, yep, now we are going to go to this like the Mr. Beast way and like process everything as fast as we can. My god.
That's I think that's just Slime in general. Like it's actually processing everything quite quickly, to be fair.
True.
Anyway,
the Bandai Card Game Fest is finally coming to Europe. Right? Yeah. I mean, like the last year, do we have one in Europe?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's finally coming to Europe, and it's in the Netherlands. It's in Utrecht, so I can just take a bus for 3 hours and we'll be there. Don't know what we can do there though, but yeah.
And I can fly over there pretty easily as well.
Exactly. We can finally have another episode where Ayumu is there in person. We can touch him. Well, I can touch him, but yeah.
What the fuck?
But that which also makes me kind of want to go home in November, obviously because it's in Jakarta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's one in Hong Kong as well.
Yeah, then one in Guam.
I mean, I think really it depends on like if I can even get any voucher in Milan.
Yeah.
But like if I can, then like I might actually just spend it to go back to Hong Kong.
Yeah, imagine if you actually make like a vlog series where you just speedrun all the Bandai Card Game Fest with that money. My God.
Oh,
yeah, actually,
that's an idea.
Yeah, that's actually something you can do.
But I don't think. Was it? I think it's 2,000K or is it still 4,000K?
No. It's if you are winning in the Grand Tour, it's 4K. Yeah, so you can actually do that. Yeah. 4K. Yeah. So I think like if you go from like because if you go maybe not in the Kuala Lumpur one, like you can go to the Jakarta one, the Bangkok one, and then Singapore, and then Hong Kong, and then Utrecht, or maybe Guangzhou.
No, I'm never going to Guangzhou.
Yeah. I think we are already banned in Guangzhou considering how critical we are of their government, but they're still. They have one in Taipei as well.
Oh yeah. But like they're all in December.
Yeah, and then like why is the one in January which probably going to host the Worlds for PSS? It's the one in Orlando and not the one in Dallas. Like the moment I know about the Dallas one, I was talking with my friend. Like I still remember. I mean, like I think I've told you the story, right? When I go home, from the Worlds, because like I can't go with the others because like I don't have the UK visa, so I can't risk transiting in London.
Yeah.
So I took another flight which goes to Madrid instead because it's in the Schengen area, so I can enter that without any additional visa. But like my return flight, it has a transit in Dallas Fort Worth, and then it was only like 1 hour transit, so I can barely do anything. Like the moment I reached there, I can't find my next flight, and then I went to the counter, and then the lady was like not impressed that I have a flight that is going to leave in like 15 minutes. So it's like, oh, so sir, you have to go as soon as possible. Your flight is going to leave in 15 minutes. They already started to board people. It's like, fuck, man.
That day Theo has to reduce 10 pounds.
Yeah. that day I dropped like 10 pounds. Like I shed all the fats that I gained from eating all those burritos and tacos in LA. But yeah, the point is that then, so then I can't really enjoy like what Texas has to offer, and then like I rode the plane, and then like it's American Airlines, so the food, if you compare to the Iberia flight that we had like when I fly to LA, it's like, oh, it's night and day. And then like the couple beside me, they were like rushing, and then they bought like 10 metric tons of chicken wings, and then they were like, yeah, so we can't finish this, do you want some? And then like, oh my God, now that I told that to my family, they was said like, what the fuck? Why are you so... How can you be so stupid? They might drug that. It's like, alright, I should have had my common sense running. But like, if you are there in my position and you smell that chicken wings,
yeah,
I would clap if you can resist the temptation. My God, those chicken wings smell so good and they taste so good as well. So that's why if I ever have the chance, if I have ever the excuse and the money, of course, I would want to go to Dallas again just to eat the chicken wings.
Not Texas. I think the Texas buffalo wings are better.
Oh no, Dallas is in Texas. So the state is Texas, and then Dallas is a city in it's a city in Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah. My American geography is not very good.
I think mine is also not. I mean, like I know most of the American city names from Azure Lane. just because they name the
What?
ships. No, it's like you name ships after the cities, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's why we have like a HMS Manchester. We have HMS Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually never knew that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think like only the Japanese one they basically like use poetic names. It's like none of them like matches like none of them, or like, at least the ones that I know, like they don't really match the ones that I care about. They don't really match like existing places in Japan. Like they use
okay.
like stuff like Musashi, Unryu, what else?
Yamato.
Yamato, yeah. Yamato is actually not out yet. Like, yeah, we're like people are like whenever you have like something related to like the World War II Japan, like they always like, yeah, where's Yamato? Where's Yamato? Like, and then you never release Yamato, of course. Yeah. And yeah, what else? Like because like even in the with the German ship, they have like Köln, they have Karlsruhe, uh, Königsberg, yeah, Magdeburg. Yeah, that's where I get my knowledge of American cities from Azure Lane.
I mean, as long as it helps, I guess. I mean, I've been learning quite some historical people from Fate as well. So
true. Yeah, the only thing that I was sad to learn is like I have like a waifu in Azure, and then I really like her, and then like I want to know like how the ship is doing now. So like the reason why she was introduced, so she has an American ship, and then she belongs to a ship class of ships that was full of destroyers, so they were supposed to be short, but like she has Toko, and then like the reason why she is like way like larger than her sisters is because she was lent to the Chinese Navy, and then she got retrofitted, so and then which makes everything larger. Yeah, and then now I think like she has been scrapped, so it's like
oof.
Yeah, I think like most of the ships that appears in Azure Lane, they are already gone now.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I think one of them that you can see is actually like one of the most popular in Azure Lane, which is the German ship Prince Eugen. It's like because some of them, they are actually like how they reuse the ship is they sink the ship, they sink the ship in a controlled manner and then use them basically to house corals.
Okay. I heard about that before. Yeah.
So basically, like Prince Eugen was like I don't know what happens to her, but like basically it was sung in like a controlled manner, and then now you can kind of like it was off the coast, but like you can kind of see like the ship like from the coast basically.
Interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, it's HMS Hood, as we know, that's also the start of why KMS Bismarck fell.
What?
Yeah, so there's this one story from the World War II which is called the Operation Bismarck. So basically, yeah. So I will link you, give you the video later. I just listened to the ones that were made by Extra History.
Sure.
And I think like it's a series of like 3 videos. Maybe not the most accurate, but like basically the story is HMS Hood was the pride and joy of the British Navy during World War One. And then I think like after World War One, they kind of have like a treaty that limits like how big you can build your ship.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Germany basically did not respect this because they did not respect this, and they built Bismarck, which is like a really large ship. And yeah, so basically they try to send Hood to sink it down because of course they are enemies. So yeah, natural responses, and then like Hood fails, and then it got sunk by the Bismarck. So yeah, because it's a pride and joy of the British Navy, it's so like the Prime Minister, I think is it Churchill at the time? But yeah, anyway.
World War II, yeah.
Yeah, I think Churchill was just they said like Churchill was really dramatic about it, so it's like he just repeated a really clear order to like the British Navy, like sting the Bismarck 3 times.
Wow.
Get that down. And then I went like and then they chased it with like 4 ships, so it's like yeah. Yeah. Do you think that could happen? But yeah, I think like some people also criticize that the good thing about the Bismarck is only its size, so like all the crews are new, and then like their technology is from World War One, so it's not really something that's state of the art. So it's like all technology it's just really big. And then so basically the British stung it with like the newer ships, so it's like oh yeah, that kind of checks out. And it's 4 ships, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, of course the Azurean Bismarck is much more cooler than that. Although she kind of, I think like they kind of did her dirty because like basically in all factions of Azurean they kind of have like a representative ship, and then like well actually only. So basically, Japan, Sakura Empire has Nagato, which she is really short, but like she has like lots of big cannons, which is I like that kind of design where you have like a person, and then like you have like lots of cannons that are much bigger than them. Yeah, I kind of like her design that way. And then you have the USS Enterprise, which is also the cover girl.
I really loved Enterprise design. Actually.
Yeah.
And like I kind of have a bias on her just because I just really love the name Enterprise because of yes.
Yeah. And
not Saga. Like even before Saga, I just really love Enterprise design already. So yeah, I kind of had a bias with her, especially since also when I was designing my own card game, like we decided that we're going to use random anime girls. One of them was using Enterprise, but I didn't watch. Actually, no, I did watch Ashling. Actually, I can't remember if I finished it or not, but I did watch it, and then I just really like Enterprise design, so I kind of used it in the game.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, the one of the coolest skin from Enterprise, the only bad thing is you need to buy the Blu-ray for that, and it's basically just the normal Enterprise, but her pose is like super badass.
Nice.
So like yeah, let's see if I can pull that up.
Yeah, and and also just because in general I just really like cool woman, if that makes sense. Like the rational kind of woman.
I see.
Like that's why we like Yukina.
That's understandable. And then the British got done dirty because they are represented by Queen Elizabeth. Why? But yeah. And then
it's this one. Yeah, I've seen this one before. Yeah.
This basically just her like wearing the coat with like that made so much difference. This is just so badass. But you have to buy the Blu-ray just to get this.
Like yeah.
Why?
The anime was literally fan service.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched the Blue Archive anime yet. I'm just not interested. But I heard it was actually pretty decent.
But yeah, I think like the most important thing that you need to watch is the opening, because like the opening, the direction is like wow.
Oh yeah, I've seen the opening. Like the animation is like amazing.
Yeah, like you don't need as much movement for a show for perverts. Like and like I mean like I don't know if it's how Shiroko handles the sniper rifle is correct or not, but it's like it's cool. My guy's like, I just knew you can use the rifle that way, but like I don't know if this is correct or not, but like this is very cool. This just brings me back to my day playing Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah, I always have a pet peeve when like a character is basically not using a weapon correctly. It's like I discovered this when I for some reason we were discussing about lances, and then I went to do a bit of research and I realized that you actually don't use a lance when you're standing up. You only use it when you're sitting on a horse. Because it's usually too heavy, and like the way you hold it is that it's actually strapped to your waist, and then you just use your hand to support it partly, and then you literally just use the horse and charge into the opponent. That's literally that's basically how you use the lance. So like when you see all those fantasy anime and you see a knight literally holding a lance walking around trying to stab people with it, that's actually wrong.
Yeah,
like it's not even an anime actually. I think in a lot of Western media they also portray it that way, but like yeah, I confirm with a friend who's studying history, and like he's also focusing on medieval history as well, so he knows a lot about these stuff. And then like he was like, yeah, that is the wrong way to use it. But like he said, well, I mean, if it's a magic world for you, then like it doesn't really matter. Because like obviously you can have a lot of reasons why you can use a lance standing up.
Yeah, especially in some of them, like the badass one, like the stupid but badass ones, is the one where they strap a rocket into the lance.
Oh, you might. Well, what are you talking about? Force it.
Well, not really force it. Like there's there's like lots of other stuff. Like I think in Atelier they also did it like that. Atelier Iris 3. What is her name again? No, I guess like I forgot the character name. So who is she again?
From where? Hetalia.
No, Atelier Iris 3. Because she's using a lance.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Nell. Okay, so let me load it up for a little bit. Yeah, because yeah, this is my waifu. But yeah. Where was it? Okay. Yeah. So basically, it doesn't show.
That is absolutely abnormal.
Yeah. So they didn't show it here, but like if you play the game, like when she attacks, then she will just hold her lance with both hands, and then like she will trigger a rocket, and then she will just charge into her enemy with that lance, basically, with a rocket powered lance. My goodness, the good old days. The game, yeah, the game doesn't have a good reception, by the way.
To be fair, I can't say much myself when literally the story I'm writing right now, the protagonist is also holding a lance without a horse.
So that's why you are looking for that. I see.
Yeah, that was actually one reason why I was looking into that, because I was actually trying to make a character to use that, and then I realized it's wrong. But I really want her to use the lance.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This world has magic. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I think your friend has like all the correct answer already.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I mean, like, same with her. I mean, like, literally all the characters in Atelier Iris, what is their main weapon? Staff? No, it's bomb.
Yeah. Bruh.
Yeah. And they never lit the bomb, and they just throw it, and then like, yep, it never blows up in their hand. It just blows up when it hits the enemy.
Well.
And yeah, I think like in Mana Kimia, like one of the most broken characters actually, what she does is she basically has like Doraemon's spec, and then she just threw everything inside.
Bruh.
And her normal attack is like much stronger than anything that you can place. I was like, oh. Once I discovered that, I was like, oh, I don't need any more skills now.
Skills? What is that?
Yeah. Just hit.
Just unga bunga.
Unga bunga. Yeah. And she has pink hair. So she's perfect. And then there's Mana Kimia too. My goodness. Yeah, Atelier is a roller coaster to follow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where is the image? Save image. Why is everything so small? Is this also small? Oh no, this is not that small. Yeah, this is the girl. So basically, so if you see her hands, she's carrying like a school pack, a normal school pack. But like it was supposed to be like the 4-dimensional pack, and then she has, I think like when, like it's the kind of game where the more you level up your characters, the more extravagant their normal attacks become. And then I think I think like when you are close to the end game, she basically just throw a whole tank at the enemy or something. It's like, oh yeah, the damage made sense, but like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's also probably why Mana Kimia 2 just cannot follow that success. Yang Mana Kimia is way too extravagant. Yeah. I thought it's kind of hard to suggest to other people, but it is an experience. It was an experience to play Atelier games. Anyone game. Yeah. And yeah, I think like I tried to count the other day, and then like, so I played Atelier Iris 1. I didn't finish it. So 2 is the only one that I finished, and then 3, Mana Khemia 1 and 2, Artonelico 1 and 2. Only finished the number 1 for both sub-series. And then I played so the Mysterious series. I've played all 4 for Mysterious series, and then all 3 for Secret series.
Okay.
Yeah. So Secret is the Ryza one. The Alchemist of Toys.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, if you play all 3, Ryza is the kind of game that if you play all 3, then it becomes good. If you're only want to play 1, then it's just a normal game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
No. No.
You're supposed to say you're interested so I can play the game with you.
No, if you're not interested, I'm going to force you to play with me. But yeah, I guess November I have to be ready to buy crossover and the DLC.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like they have, well, to be fair, they have cards up to PS68, so I think like if you are new to Battle Spirits, I think it's still kind of okay to get it. That's like you get collection. You can get the collection from like spanning from like how many sets now? 13 sets in total. It's 13 main sets plus all the extra sets, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't read everything.
Yeah. So basically, it's from PS52 to PS68, and all the starter decks and all the PSC. That is not collab cards.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you have over 1900 cards to choose from. And yeah, fuck all how many decks. But a lot. So I think you can get like, I think like if you never, if you have no access to like the physical cards and you haven't played Battle Spirit before, I think it's a good gateway. You can get some miles before you ran out of decks to try out. Then I mean, like even if you have played Battle Spirit, it's also kind of like a good way to kind of like go back to the past and then, oh yeah, I kind of wanted to build decks from only PS52. Like it wouldn't make sense in the real world, but like it will only take me 5 minutes here, cost me nothing extra, and it will there's someone who will be on the same level, which is the NPC, but yeah, still. Yeah, but I think like if they can do like a like maybe 2,000 yen for like the next 3 sets, maybe it's going to make sense. Don't know. That's like the previous one, they charged like 2,000 yen for PS68. So the last poster in the True Rebirth Saga. Oh no, it's 59.
Okay.
Yeah, 59. Yeah, PS59. So
yeah. Well, that's like 68. What?
yeah, it's like oh, yeah, it's like oh. So yeah, if they give like 69 and 70 for like 2,000 yen, I think that I will still take that. I think it's still kind of worth it to kind of like prolong the miles a little bit.
Whatever works for you, buddy.
Exactly. Yeah, the only thing is how we'll be able to buy it, because like it's going to be available in the Japanese store, and then like getting anything downloadable, any downloadable content from Japan, you basically need to invest a separate time to learn about that sometimes, because so what if they don't accept non-Japanese credit cards? That okay. So if those kind of things stresses you, you can always let us know what you want us to talk about instead by sending your comments, requests, or questions to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week, although I think we don't really talk about all the news that come out during the last week, but it's kind of like what is inside our head the most right now. So I hope that also helps you guys to kind of like sort your minds through all the information that comes out during this week. So yeah, hope that you guys have a nice week going forward. We have lots of things to look forward to in both Battle Spirits and Battle Spirit Saga. So yeah, have a nice week, guys. That has been everything from us, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye.